For a very long time, some maidens have been finding it difficult to prepare this cuisine lifestyle of the southern east region known as Ofe Owerri. In some cultures, people's dignity, prestige and power were reflected on how tasty their meal was. Ofe Owerri is one of the generic soup of the Igbo people, but with little or no knowledge of how to prepare it, the right and necessary ingredients, or even its health benefits. Many maidens are just aware of the name of the soup without the full knowledge of what the soup entails. Some don't even know how it tastes. The possible causes of maidens not aware of how to go about this Ofe Owerri could be due to the fact that most of them are born outside the village and most mothers did not inculcate in them this cultural heritage, thereby leaving them mainly on the continental dishes. Join me as we unearthing how this traditional cuisine is being prepared by a maiden from Owerri.
I am your host, Oluchi Sipro. Join me as we take a tour on how to prepare Ofe Owerri. Alright, on our way to the market now, we are going to Ogba Market. It is actually called Sunday day and night market. So that's where we're going to get our ingredients for Ofe Owerri. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. I'm actually at Ogba Sunday market, so I'm going to get my ingredients. I'm done buying all the ingredients I need for my food. You know, they said who doesn't have money? Right now, on our way home, I'm just coming out from the market now. I'm actually on my way home. So, join me in the kitchen. Alright, we're back from the market now. It's time to go get our food ready. Let's go. Right now I'm back from the market. These are my ingredients I'm going to use to prepare my soup, Ofe Owerri. Well, I have my meat here. This is shaki, liver, tozo, everything. I have assorted here. And this is my cow skin, popularly known as POMO, some call it Kanda, whichever one you want to call it. And this is my dry fish. Yeah, I have my dry fish here. And this is my stockfish. We call it okporoko. In Igbo, we call it okporoko, stockfish. And this is my cocoyam. We call it ede, but cocoyam. And then this is my periwinkles. You know where we call it Isam. Yes, Isam. And then this is OKAZI leaf. OKAZI, I'm going to use it. And this is my yellow balls pepper. And I have my UZIZA here. This is my UZIZA leaf. I'm going to cut it just like this one. And I have my meat here. This is my meat. Yes. My beef. So I'm going to start by cutting this one now. I'm going to cut it now as so start preparing for my food. Let me just use this to support. I'm cutting my UZIZA leaf now. But if you don't know how to do it by yourself, they can help you slice it in the market, but I prefer doing it myself. Okay, so now I'm preparing my food. This is the meat. I'm yet to boil this one. Here I have my meat, my beef, my stockfish, and I'm boiling this one. This is my intestines, my assorted. Here I have my kidney, my liver, my shark here. I just have to boil them separately. Yeah. And right here I have my dry fish. This fish, there's something about this fish. You shouldn't just put it in your soup without washing it, especially with salt and warm water. It's very, very important because there are some hidden insects inside of it that just needs to die off. Yeah, this is my fish. Right now I'm boiling my meat, my beef. I'm putting the washed fish. My stockfish is in there already, so after soaking it with that warm water, you have to rewash it again and make sure it's very neat. So after stirring very well, you add water into water and you stir. You see it's too thick, you still add little water. So it shouldn't be too watery. Just be normal. It shouldn't be too thick and it shouldn't be too watery. Meanwhile, while we're on that, I'll just add water in my pot. The water will be enough for your soup, the quantity you want. Just add water and just let it boil for a few minutes. Alright, my water is boiled. I'll add my cocoyam in the pot, bit by bit. And you leave it for a few minutes to boil and dissolve. Alright, I'm just going to check my cocoyam and see how far it has dissolved. As you can see, it's very smooth. It has dissolved so fast. And mind you, when you're mixing your cocoyam, you make sure the oil you're adding will be enough for the soup. So the quantity of oil that will be enough for the soup is what you will use to mix your cocoyam. Yeah. So depending on how thick you want it to be. Some people like their soup being very thick. Some people like it, So I'll just add let me just see. I'll just add my seasoning and I'll just add one Maggi for now because I used Maggi and salt to boil my meat. So you just put the one you feel will be enough for your soup, and I'll just add a pinch of salt. Be careful, make sure it doesn't too much. And I'll add my pepper. We still have our fresh pepper, so just add little pepper here, just small. Yeah, I like pepper. I like when there's pepper in my soup. So you just put the one you know will be enough for you. Right now I'll be adding my meat, my stockfish, my cow skin in my soup. They said onyene jego and Ofe Owerri. Can you see all the assorted, the fish, You're not even supposed to see space in the soup. Oh, Ofe Owerri is a very rich soup. That's why they said it's mostly for the rich, because there's a lot of, we used to call it ngwongwo inside, chop chop. So I'm adding my liver here, my liver, my kidney, my shaki. I'll be adding them. If you feel you want to use your meat water, it's your choice. Yes, it's your choice to use your meat water, and I do advise to use your meat water too. It will still give you the taste you need. If you feel you want to. Start adding the spirits. Oh my god. Can you see how rich my soup is? Trust me, you're gonna like this. After that, you cover your pot and leave it to boil for some minutes. You don't cover your pot fully, just cover it. Make sure some side is opened. Okay, what I actually said you shouldn't cover your pot fully is so the soup won't boil and pour outside the pot. So I prefer you open it so the vapor and everything will be coming out. The aroma, it's so inviting. Oh my, you can come to my house, so come and join me. I know right now you're already swallowing your saliva. There's no need for that. Well, as I can see, my oil is not out as I want it to be. Okay, so if you feel the soup there's not much oil as you want it to be, you can still add your oil while it's boiling. Just add your oil. Add your oil while it's boiling. Onye na-eji ego jere Ofe Owerri mba. Onye na-eji ego a na-eri Ofe Owerri. Yeah, I think the oil is okay for me now. So I'll just test my soup a little and see if everything I want, if all my seasoning is okay the way I want. You shouldn't use your hands to test your soup, and it's always nice to test your soup as to know if all the seasoning is complete inside. So I'm going to test it. So right now I'm adding my yellow pepper. I'm adding my pepper. And I'll add my grounded crayfish. I'll add my grounded crayfish. You can still use the one that has not been grounded, depend on the one you want. But I prefer using my grounded crayfish, so it will be very smooth in the soup. I'm sure you can see the face of the soup. So rich, and you really want to love this soup. Trust me. Right now I'm going to check my soup and well, I'm going to be adding my leaf now. I'm going to be adding my leaf. This is my OKAZI leaf. This is OKAZI leaf. you make sure you rinse it with salt. It's very, very important because of sand and dirt. You make sure you rinse it with salt, with a pinch of salt. Yeah, very, very important. Yeah. Once you rinse it just once with the salt. After adding that, you stir your soup. Stir. Then you add your UZIZA leaf. You rinse it too. You rinse it, and then you're welcome to my house. So I know you can't wait to have a taste of this soup. I also can't wait. You stir. Sure you stir it very well. Then lastly, I'm gonna be adding my periwinkle. Make sure you wash it, you rinse it very well before adding it in the soup. I added it lastly because I like everything in my soup being fresh. So usually some people add their own before they leave and all that, but I prefer adding mine lastly. Sprinkle it in the soup. We call this Isam. No way, we call it Isam. I prefer calling it Isam to periwinkle, you know. I'm an Igbo woman, so I prefer calling it my tribal name. This is Isam. I love using Isam in most of my soups. I so much love it. So gonna stir it. Oh my. This is what we call Ofe Owerri. Can you see how rich it is? See my assorted, my fish, my stockfish, my POMO. I have everything in place. My dry fish. You can see how rich it is. That's why they said onye neji ego and if you don't have money, you cannot eat this soup. Because you cannot be cooking this soup with only one meat or one fish. There needs to be a lot of ntanta inside. So we'll just leave it to boil for some minutes and we'll bring it down. Alright. I can tell you that right now my Ofe Owerri is ready. And I mean ready is ready. And I'm waiting to be served. So right now I'm going to serve my soup. Oh my god. Wow. This is what we call Ofe Owerri. This is my soup and this is my swallow. Alright, I'm done cooking my soup now. I just finished serving my Ofe Owerri. So right now you're gonna join me as we have a taste of it. And with me here I have my very good friend, so she's gonna eat with me and share what she thinks. So
thank you for inviting me. You're such a darling. Like the meat in this soup, it's not joking. Oh, there is meat and fish everywhere. Can I start?
yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh my god, this is like, it is so appetizing, like so nice. I can hardly say no to this.
Actually, we decided to go for fufu because left to me, I love fufu so much. And you know, as the confirmed Owerri babe that I am now, I think fufu will go for what I want. You know, you can use semo, you can use eba, you can use whatever swallow you want. But I prefer fufu. Not even fufu, we call it aku. You know, we will call it apple lolo. So this will be the best of it.
You're so giving me the recipe. Seriously, this is
Definitely
so nice. Wow. Trust me, you can hold any man down with this soup. This soup is I'm getting mine from Owerri.
You're welcome.
Any single Owerri man there, I'm single and I'm searching.
My brother is available. What? You need to taste this soup, oh.
This is so, oh my god. I mean,
so delicious.
Wow. Thank you for inviting me. You're such a darling.
So, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching our program on Food Corner. We appreciate, we love you, and I hope you enjoy trying this recipe. I bet you will love it. Ofe Owerri is one of the best soup in Igbo land. Try it and tell me thank you. Bye. Don't forget, I am Oluchi Sipel, and thanks for joining me. Mwah. Bye.